Hello everyone, welcome you all back. And today we are going to see one of the sorting mechanism, which is insertion sort. And this is mostly used in the product-based companies, where you will asked to implement the logic of insertion sort, or will be asked to explain the logic. So we'll be understanding the complete program and the implementation. But before that, let's understand the logic. What we are trying to do here is okay, so let's move pad and see. We have this array and we want to sort it. Okay, so what we have done is we have separated the array, or you can say we have split the array into two parts. One we are calling it sorted and another as unsorted, just for the sake of simplicity to understand. Okay, so since we have only one value here, we can call it sorted, because individual element is always sorted. That's a basic understanding. Okay, and this is the unsorted array. So what we'll do, we'll pick this value, the first value from the unsorted array, and we'll try to figure out the proper position for this in the sorted array. So we took this value, keep it into the temporary variable, and so what we'll do now, we'll check this 100. This 100 is greater than 20. Yes, it's greater than 20. So we'll shift this 100 to its right position. So we have done this in this step. We have shifted 100 from here to here. Now we'll see, now we'll place the value 20 from temporary variable to this index. Okay, so now if you see, this part is sorted. Okay, and the remaining is unsorted. So again we'll split this into two parts, and we'll call this sorted and this as unsorted, and we'll pick this value, the first value of unsorted array, and try to figure out the exact position where we can place this. Okay, so we'll compare 100 with 15. 100 greater than 15, yes. So we'll pick 100 from here and we'll shift 100 to here. As you can see, we have done in this part. Okay, so 100 has come here. Now again we have 15 in the temporary variable and we have 20 here. So we'll compare, uh, 20 is greater than 15. Yes, 20 is greater than 15. So what we'll do, we'll take 20 from here and we'll shift it here. So you see, we have done this in this step. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll place 15 from temporary variable to the initial this index, which is the 0th index. Let's come down, and now if you can see, this piece of array is sorted and this is not sorted. So again we have split it, and we took the first value of unsorted array into temporary variable, and now again we check 100 is greater than 30. Yes, 100 is greater than 30. So what we do is we shift 100 from here to here. Okay, now we have 30, and now we check, is 20 greater than 30? No, it is not greater than 30. 30 is greater than 20. So we place 30 at this index, because this is the proper position for this. And if you see now, this piece of array is sorted and only two elements are left in unsorted array. So again we split it and we took the first value, and again we do the same thing. See, 100 is greater than 5. Yes, so we shifted 100 here. 30 is greater than 5, we shifted 30 here. 20 is greater than 5, we shifted 20 here. 15 is greater than 5, we shifted 15 here, and we place 5 at this place. Okay, now this piece of array is sorted and we are left with only 75. Okay, so we took this 75 and we check 100 is greater than 75. Yes, so we shifted 100 to the right, and we check, is 30 greater than 75? No, 75 is greater than 30. So we shifted 75, sorry, we place 75 from temporary variable to this location. And if you see, now we have a sorted array. So this is something we call insertion sort. So let's understand what on the let's see the observation. So if you see from here, what you can see, we are taking we are running a loop from here till the end, I is equal to 1 till the end. And if you see, we are also decrementing one loop from this location to this. So one loop is going this way and another loop is going this way. Okay, and what we are doing in between, we are doing some shifting and some assignment, temporary variable to this location or something. So this is the basic understanding from insertion sort. So let's jump into our program and see what we are doing there. Guys, I will be running this program into a debug mode so that we can understand the concept more clearly step by step. So please do watch this video till the end. But let's see what we are doing here. Okay, so we have a main method in this class, and we have initialized an array, which is the same array which I showed you. See this. Okay, and we are calling a method which is called insertion sort, and which takes an array as a parameter. So let's go into this method. So we see this method is static method, and it returns an array of integers. This method name is insertion sort, and it takes a parameter of which is an integer array of integers. Okay, now we are running a loop from I is equal to 1 till I less than the length. So if you see, initially we are running I is equal to 1 till array less than the length, I less than the length of the array. Okay, so we took the value which we want to sort. So we took which value? I is equal to 1, this 20 which we want to sort. Okay, so we took this value, assigned it to value which we want to sort. And again we have a variable of int type which we are calling it as j, and we are running a loop. Okay, let's see, we need to understand this very clearly. This loop starts with j is equal to I, and we check this condition: is j greater than 0, this one, and at index j minus 1 is value greater than the value which we want to sort. So why we are checking this index, this complete logic? If this logic is true, what we are going to do? We are going to do a shifting. You can understand this logic in deep, you can think on it. So if you see, j is greater than 0. If j is equal to 0, what we are doing? We are doing just the assignment. Okay. If j is greater than 0 and the value at index j minus 1, if you see the first thing, j minus 1, j is 1, j minus 1 is 100. 100 and 20. Is 100 greater than 20? True. If true, then we are doing the shifting. So this is that logic. If it returns the boolean, then it means this is true, and we do the shifting, and this is the logic for shifting. What we are doing, we are taking the value of j minus 1 and putting it at index j. This is the shifting. And if this condition doesn't satisfy, we mean we have got the proper position for this value which we are sorting, and we do the assignment. So we are doing the assignment over here. Okay, so let's run this program and see the results. You need not to worry about this piece of code, because this piece of code I have written to show you what is happening after each iteration. Okay, so once the iteration completes for one value of I, then we'll see what is the output, and after that how it is changing. So let's see. Let me run this. So if you see, this is after first iteration. So if you see, okay, 20 has moved this place. This is the result of first iteration. This is same. Okay, this is the result of second iteration. This one. So this is the complete 5 iteration which we are using to sort the array using insertion sort. Okay, so now the most important things comes is how we can debug this code and understand each step very clearly. So let's put a breakpoint over here, which I have already done. Okay, and in order to start a program in a debug mode, what we'll do is just go to the program, right click, run debug as a Java application. You can switch to debug perspective so that you can see variables in the right hand side, and we are at this line. Okay, we are inside the main method and we are in this line and we haven't executed it. So let's execute this, and what this line is doing is creating an array of integers with this set of values. So let's just run this line. So if you can see in the variable section, this array is created, and if you see these values are there. Okay, now we are in this line. So this line is calling this method, so we need not to execute this line, we need to go inside this method. So we'll go to step into. Okay, so once we are here, we are in the for loop, and we'll initialize the value of I, and we'll check this condition. So we have initialized the value of I, and since I is less than the length of the array, we are good to go inside this loop. Okay, now we'll take what is the value we need to sort. So the value we need to sort is at index I, which is 20. So let's see, and let's run this line and see what we got here. So this is 20. In order to understand this clearly, let's expand this one. Okay, so value at I, which is 1, is 20, and we have taken this 20 value in this variable, which is a temporary variable here. Okay, now we have have a variable which is j, which is of int type, and which we are using to run another loop. So we are running this loop where j is equal to I. So j will be 1 here, and we have this condition, right? I told you, if this condition satisfies, we are doing a shifting. Okay, so let's see, is j greater than 0? Okay, first let's initialize j greater than 0. Yes, j is greater than 0, and j minus 1 minus 1, which will be 0. Okay, so the value at 0, which is 100, is greater than value to sort, which is 20. So 100 is greater than 20. Yes, now what we need to do is we need to shift it. In shifting, what we are doing, we are taking the value from j minus 1, 100. You see 100, j minus 1, 1 minus 1, 0, 0's index 100. So 100 needs to be shifted, and we are assigning this value to j. J is 1, so 100 will come from here and here. So sorry, from here to here, from 0th index to first index. So let me just execute this line, and you just keep a eye here and see what is happening. See, 100 from here to here. Now we have this 20, and we need to move it here. So this loop is completed. Okay, now this will again go to the loop, and this iteration is completed, and it will again go to this loop and see whether this condition is satisfied or not. And once you check this condition will not satisfy this time. Okay, now then what will happen, it will decrement j. See, j is decremented, and it comes out of this loop. Okay, now we'll do the assignment. So the value to sort is 20, and 20 needs to be shifted at the first 0th index. If you see, 20 needs to go over here, correct? So let's execute this and see. So 20 is here. One thing you guys need to understand, I have kept this place blank just to understand very easily, but if you see, 20 is here. This line 20 is here. Okay, so the moment we shift 100 from here to here, 100 is here and 100 is also here. Okay, but we are looking it as a blank, but the value is there. So when we assign any other value, it got replaced. So we can see this as empty while understanding, but while debugging, we need to understand that the values are already there, that is not blank. So let's go again and print this iteration 1. What are the values? You see the shifted the iteration is completed, and 20 has been moved from here to here, and 100 from here to here, and now this way this is sorted and this is not sorted. So let's do go again in the loop. Now value of I will be changed to 2. Value to sort will be the value at index 2, which will be 50. We'll go here, we'll check this condition, and this condition is satisfied because if you see, j is greater than 0 and j minus 1, which is j is 2 minus 1 is 1. Index 1 we have value 100, and value to sort is 15. So 100 is greater than 15. So now we'll do the shifting. You see how shifting happens here. Na? You just keep an eye over here. See, shifting has been done from here to here. 100 has been moved from here to here. And this now we need to see where we can place 15. So we will again go inside this loop and see. This again satisfied, right? So now what will happen, 20 from here will move to here, will again do the shifting. Okay, now since the value of j is not greater than 0, it is 0, so it will come out of the loop. See, now we have to do the assignment of the temporary variable or the variable we are calling value to sort. See, 15 has been moved to here. Let's try to go again, print it. Okay, now the value of I is 3. Okay, the value to sort is 30. See. So the j start from 3 and we check this condition. Yes, this condition is true. We need to do the shifting. Shifting happens from 100 comes from here to here. See, now we have 20 and we compare 20 with 30. Is 30 greater than 20? Yeah, 30 is greater than 20. So 30 moves from here to here. Now this condition is satisfied, this first condition, but this is not satisfied. Okay, so it will come out of the loop and decrement the value of j. So j value is 3, it will decrement it to 2. So j has been decremented to 2 and we'll do this assignment. So 30 from in temporary variable will move to index 2. See. Now let's just print it and see, this piece of is sorted and this is not sorted. Now we have 5. Okay, so the value of I will be 4 now and the value to sort will be 5, and now again we'll check this. Okay, so 5 100 is greater than 5. Yes, it is greater than 5. We'll do the shifting. 30 is greater than 5. Yes, it is greater than 5. We'll do the shifting. 20 is greater than 5. Yes, it is greater than 5. We'll do the shifting. Now 15 is greater than 5. Yes, it is greater than 5 and we'll do the shifting. Okay, now this condition isn't satisfied. The value of j is 1, but after this the value of j will be 0. Okay, see, the value of j is 0, so this condition was not satisfied, so it came out of the loop. Now we will do the assignment. So 5 comes at the first place. Okay, now let's print it and see how much is left to be sorted. So guys, this one is much is sorted and this is not sorted. So let's run this again. The value of I is 5 now. Sorry, the value of I is 5, yeah, and the value to sort is 75. Okay, so this condition j is greater than 0 is satisfied. The value of j minus 1, which is 100. 5 minus 1 is 4. At fourth index we have 100. 100 is greater than 75. Yes, it's true. Let's go inside this loop for the shifting. And shifting, let's do the shifting now. See, 100 has come from here to here. And now we again go inside this condition. This will decrement I value to 4, and this condition is not satisfied now. This piece of condition, so it will come out of the loop decrementing the value of j to 4. And now we'll do the shifting assignment here. So 75 will be assigned to this location. Okay, let's just again print it. So guys, so I think this is very much clear to you guys. So once you understand the logic, just go ahead and write the program, and if you are able to write the program, you will never forget this program and the implementation. So if you find any value in this video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.